From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Right back at you. Yes. Good morning. Number one, as usual. Thank you for watching our ridiculous show. But ridiculous is good here at Wendy. Say hello to my partners in crime. Great, because it's Monday. Let's get started. All hot topics all hour long. Come on. Down, girl, down. Well, I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a terrific weekend, and my weekend rounded off with my Sex and the City marathon, which was yesterday. I don't know whether you were watching E, but thank you, E, for it was like 12 hours of Sex in the City. Did you watch? Was I the only one there? No. Did you watch? Yes. I was in the house all day yesterday because it rained in Jersey, like on and off and on and off. I didn't leave the house. I hate the burger years. When Carrie was with I hate and they showed her burger time. And then they showed the Baryshnikov time, which I also hated. Remember, she was with him, and then she moved to Paris, and then she fed a dog in a restaurant, and then he slapped her in the face. Not the dog, Baryshnikov. And then somehow Big showed up magically, and then they flew back to New York, and then they were like, yeah. I know. I loved it. Anyway, thank you, E, for my Sex and the City marathon. So, it is officially fall, which means the weather is cooling down and the wind is picking up. And if you're watching our show, you might have some cash blowing your way. Here's the thing. Starting this Tuesday, we're kicking off Wendy's Windfall. And we'll be calling Lucky Wendy watchers live on the air. And if you can correctly answer a question about something that happened during the show, you can win up to $5,000 with our Windy Wheel. Go to my Facebook page to enter and make sure that you watch our show every day because you never know, we might be calling Hugh. That wind sound is terrible. So, last night was the final night of Teresa Checks In. Did you watch? Well, I watched because I feel invested. I already watched the 2. There were only 3 episodes. This is how TV needs to be done, you know, and as opposed to, you know, dragging it out for 8 episodes or 10 or 12. 3 is good. Teresa and Joe's daughter, Gia, who's 14, going on 44, revealed an ultimatum Teresa made to Joe before he went to prison. Take a look.
Everybody's got a little part here while Mom's gone. I'm working, not having a license, not having your mom around, not having everything. I do what I can.
I know.
I mean, I could not do anything either. Just, you know, not worry about you guys, you know?
Well, if you did that, then Mom would, like, really, like, leave you. And you know she would. She even told you that when she left.
There comes a time in every parent's life where their kids become that age where sometimes you don't like them. Because they're all... You know, you love them, but you don't like them. They're slick with the mouth. They're all in adult business. I know I go through this now with young Kevin, always listening and then asking adult questions after, like, who are you? And this little girl is at that age. Here's what I like, as a side note. I don't love Joe. I don't hate Joe. But I understand Joe better from this series, you know? Like, he's just a dopey man. He's just trying... He's trying to do the best that he can with his daughters, seeing that he got his family in this position to begin with. And, you know, Teresa, they say, spot on the New Jersey Housewives is in jeopardy. Well, people are saying she's not coming off, or she didn't come off likable in this 3-part special, which is now officially over. The reason that they're saying that she didn't come off likable is because she's in jail watching Magic Mike. Which, you know, for a lot of people feel like when you're in prison, you're not supposed to be having anything. No internet, no telephone, no TV, no nothing. And to be reminded that she's in there watching Magic Mike and telling her husband that he needs to do ab work to get his abs flat down by the time she gets out. And then she also said that don't think of it as prison, think of it as a low-budget spa. Because she's getting her hair washed, like, you know, she's doing stuff, like Pilates and whatnot. I don't know. I mean, I feel like by doing this 3-part special, honestly, I don't need the show Teresa's out of prison and Joe goes in, and then we see Teresa with her daughters. Like, I don't need that. Like, I'm all Teresa'd out at this point. Besides, have you noticed when they split up the Housewives to have their own shows, they're not really that interesting. Like, I recall telling you all, this is like within like maybe the first 2 episodes of the Manzo show over in Jersey. I told you all I thought that show was really cute, but now, click, click. Like, you know? I find Caroline irritating. I find the oldest boy just there. The youngest boy is trying his best to like girls. Well, he doesn't have a girlfriend, I'm just saying. And the daughter and her fiancé, husband, whatever, just like, ew, they're not that interesting when you split them up as housewives. They need to be together. And Teresa gets out of prison in 59 days, and hopefully we won't have to put up with a Teresa and her daughter's show. Because it's not going to be that interesting. Speaking of the Housewives, in New York, they just started filming, but there's already a major problem. And the problem is that Bethany Frankel is reportedly making $1 million this season. And, well, exactly, good for her. That's not the problem. The problem is there are 3 co-stars who are jealous and want the same money. Yeah, they want the Bethany money. Now, my thought, Ramona, Luann, and Sonia, is that Sonia? You all aren't worth the $1 million. Bethany Frankel's not my favorite person, but Bethany Frankel is a businesswoman. Bethany Frankel also really does know how to give reality TV the way it is. You know, she's involved with that Jason Hoppy divorce. She had that talk show that didn't work out. She's got her skinny girl martini thing going on. And for whatever you say about Bethany, I say that Luann, and I love you, Countess, but you're not $1 million baby. Sonia, I think I stopped. She needs it the most, but she's not going to get it that way. And then Ramona, and I like Ramona, and I know she gives you, you know, all kind of crazy and the googly eyes and Mario and the relationship and stuff, but that is not $1 million paycheck. So you three who are protesting, you might find yourselves out of a job. This is a risky way to negotiate. All three girls have gotten together to band against Bethany and that paycheck, you know? But it is helpful, though, to know what your coworkers are making. Okay, here's what had happened. Here's what had happened. Back when I was on the radio here in New York, I was working at a station called 98.7 KISS. And I used to do the shift that was from 6 at night to 10 at night, which means nobody's around working, right? And a lot of my coworkers would get that direct deposit thing. But you know how they put the stub in your mailbox? Well, back then, there was no seal on the mailboxes. And it's late at night. And I have on like a 12-minute Colonel Abrams song. I'm not gonna let, right? So, what do you think I do? I'm at the station by myself. The intern's watching the board. Colonel Abrams is singing. And I'm wondering how it is that I'm at the top of the pop as far as New York DJs. What is everyone else making? I went to everyone's mailbox. Because I was the youngest, but I was also the most popular. And my negotiation was about to come up. And so I just took everyone's stub, unsealed them with a steamer to see, and then sealed them back. And guess what? My negotiation worked out well. But if I didn't know what they were making, it wouldn't have gone that way, that's all. Hello? Hello? How many times did you listen to the song this weekend? How many times? How many times? God, she's a beautiful woman, isn't she? And that is not, please don't call this airbrushing, because I saw several interviews with her over the weekend, and she's got, I mean, you know, for a girl with a little meat, she's got jaw, like, she's not wearing any of it in, like, a double chin. Like, she's got jawline and that dimple. Hello. That's her new song, Adele, Hello. And she's been off the music scene for what? 2 years?
Like 5 years.
5 years, for 5 years. And she's really nervous that we wouldn't remember her. The music video, though, to Hello, has been viewed almost 70 million times in just 3 days. In just 3 days. It's a brand new world record. And here's what I say about Adele. You know, she's like the British Mary J. Blige. You know what I mean? Like, Mary sings songs. You know, Mary sings songs for women with no man and or thank you. And or women whose hearts are broken while they're in relationships. She doesn't exactly sing the happiest music. When you think about Mary, you think about... And that's the way I feel about it. That's how I feel about Adele. Like, Adele is the British Mary J. Blige. And Adele was nervous that we'd forget about her because it's been 5 years. And it's really crazy. You know, with all these new artists and artists that were already here, nobody has moved into the Adele space. So as far as I'm concerned, her parking space has been empty the whole time. And everyone's talking about Adele and her co-star in the video. Friend to the show, Mac Wild from Staten Island. He's cute. He's cute. I love the whole black and white thing too. You know, not black people, white people. I'm talking about black and white thing. I'm talking about the black and white affectation of the actual. Oh hell. Anyway, Adele, hello. We love you. Rick Ross's fiancée, Lyra Galore's past has come back to haunt her. As most of ours do, unless we get in front of the problem. And depending on how big the problem is, sometimes it just doesn't work. All right, so he gave her an 11-carat ring. They're engaged. But there's an old picture that has surfaced of Lyra Galore on the lap of Nicki Minaj's boyfriend, Meek Mills. Well, now Lyra's being called out for old tweets lusting after rappers like not just Meek, but also Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Wale, and Justin Bieber. Okay, let's put this in perspective. We all have a past, correct? It's just that when your past is so pronounced, it doesn't make you wife material. Now, Rick Ross, I like you a lot. You know, you've lost great weight. But I predict that he will not take her to the altar. Just like I predicted that Bow Wow wouldn't take Erica Mena to the altar. Sometimes somebody's past is so passed around that it does, I mean, like when you claim somebody for a wife, you want to know that it's not that seedy from the past. Now, she used to be a stripper, and she also used to lust after Rick, so this was a premonition of hers, like a dream. Lust after him on internet. And her mom told us the story, but let's look at the mom. This is not marriage material. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, Rick, I know you have a past as well, but you don't want to marry a woman who's been passed around that much. And her, I mean, Galore is not her real last name, but that's her street name. But Lyra Galore, Galore rhymes with, what? No. I was gonna say door. I was gonna say door, like maybe she should be seeing the front door at this particular point. It's like a little embarrassing. It's just a little embarrassing. Good luck, Rick. I hate this show. Always stirring up mess. Jimmy Fallon congratulations on your latest award. Well, he got an award from Harvard over the weekend. That's a big deal. But that's not what people are talking about. People are talking about his clumsiness. Now, remember back in June, he almost lost a finger after he says his ring got caught on the counter during a fall. Well, that's what he says, so we're riding with that. And I like Jimmy Fallon, you know, but over the weekend, he was at Harvard and he was celebrating after getting this award, and apparently he tripped and hurt his other hand. Now, he had a bottle of Jägermeister in his hand, and what Jimmy says is that there was a girl who apparently was kneeling down or fell or whatever in front of him, and he didn't see her, so he fell. Jimmy, I don't know what's going on, but since you keep falling, you're joining me, Peppa, and Cameron Diaz as the newest member of our Fall of Shame. Keep clapping. More great show for you, everybody. We're going to show you this year's hottest Halloween costumes, but up next, we're getting the inside scoop about Russell Simmons' debit card. So keep it here. Oh, and surprising news about CeeLo Green. Don't go far. Thanks. It's the ultimate backstage pass on a new Wendy. Get all access to the latest celebrity stories and hot topics. And go behind the scenes of the Hunger Games. These girls jet to the set to bring us all the juicy details. I saved you an aisle seat.
Tomorrow on a new Wendy.
Time for the inside scoop here with some juicy stories. Please say hello to our friend Erica Vetrini. Oh, Erica.
Yes.
What are we going to do about Russell Simmons?
Yes, but everyone heard Russell Simmons, the hip-hop mogul, is in some hot water. A little background for those who don't know. In 2003, in 2003, he created the Rush Card, which is a prepaid debit card aimed at 58 million people who can either not afford or do not qualify for your traditional banking account. So about 1.5 million have this Rush Card.
And so what they do is they get, like, you know, whatever jobs that they work at, they get their check deposited onto this Rush Card.
Right.
Basically what she's saying is that this card is directed towards poor and underserved people.
Absolutely.
Which is why this might not be a big story, because people seem to brush them under the rug.
Right, so let's give them the story. October 12th is when all went down.
Okay.
The website and the app was scheduled for a 5-hour maintenance. When it came back up, thousands of accounts were inactive. Balances were at zero or missing a significant amount of funds, and the deposits were not posting. So thousands of people are in big trouble. Russell Simmons gets online and says, hey, it's all cleared as of Tuesday last week. We're all good. Not the case. Today is 15 days later, and some people still do not have access to their cash. They can't pay their bills.
Read what people are saying.
All right, so they've all been bombarding his account. We'll take a look at his Twitter feed really quickly. You can see they're all absolutely furious. And here's what they're saying. Uncle Rush, my children are starving and all of my money is in my Rush account. Please help. No one answers when I call customer service. We're about to be homeless and my electricity is cut off because of you. Fix this, please. I need my money today. Coco Thunder says $409 was stolen out of my account and no one is doing anything about it. This is my hard-earned money. These are people's lives, okay? So now more trouble. This is the breaking news. Now there is a lawsuit, okay? A class action lawsuit in New York City has been filed against Russell Simmons. They're saying, basically, they're citing damages for fraud and for breach of contract. They're seeking restitution for their hardships. They're saying, hey, listen, we have an actress for our cast. Some of them can't buy their medicine, okay? They can't pay their bills, can't buy medicine. It's a big deal.
Is the government involved?
Absolutely. Consumer Financial, I want to get this right. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is getting involved, and they're basically saying, look, this has been too long. We're filing an investigation. We're coming after you. We're going to see what's the deal. And yeah, do you want to hear what? Yep.
So, but this is a card that also has, I was reading, like, the monthly fee for the customers is just under $8. So there's still, you still have to pay for a fee, and they
we don't want to make it sound like he's generously giving this service to the people. They are paying significant fees in order to have access to this card. I also want to mention that Russell Simmons he says that he's going to be diligent to try to resolve every single issue. He's actually reached out to people who've direct messaged him on Twitter, and he's actually asked for their phone number and called them directly. His recent statement after finding out about the investigation says, honestly, he says on Twitter, excited to see investigations beginning. They will expose our operations as squeaky clean. Well, we will see.
Well, let's just say also, this card has been around since 2003.
Yes,
so
exactly.
This is the first glitch. So, you know, he's got a track record of doing good.
Right.
And we just have to follow this story.
Yeah.
All right, so now, CeeLo Green wants his job back at The Voice?
Yeah, he's missing his big oversized chair, I suppose. Yeah, he says he's grown professionally and personally, and he really wants back on The Voice. He says, I've talked very possibly about doing The Voice again, so I just kind of put that out there. Wishful thinking, kind of willing it, because I would love to do it again.
Okay, let's remind everybody why he left The Voice right before they were probably about to...
Right. So he was one of the original judges, remember that? Yes. So about a year ago, he left when he was facing charges for felony drug case. He pled no contest to giving a woman ecstasy at a dinner that happened in 2012. Right. So he has basically served his community service. He's now on probation. And he says, while I do want back on TV, this is what he says right now. He says, now I'm mostly dedicated to just getting reacquainted with the music community. He's got an album, folks, coming out called, it's called Heart Blanc. And says he's pouring all of his emotions and then suffering that he's experienced through his personal and professional life into this album. It drops November 6th.
The problem is when you get accused of giving women ecstasy and stuff, it kind of makes you the creeper.
Oh, yeah.
And The Voice is a family show, and there's not one judge on The Voice that needs to be fired at this point. I think Pharrell's doing great, Blake is doing great, Gwen is doing great, and Adam is doing great.
So, you know what? I forgot. Absolutely true, but I also forgot to mention that after he entered that plea deal, he went on Twitter and he posted a message that said, if a woman has really been raped, she remembers it. That was a statement. So he actually, his reality show was canceled at that point, and he also lost a couple concert appearances too.
Right.
So we don't know.
Oh, CeeLo, you're just coming off of creepy. So in the meantime, he does have some good news to share, I hear.
He does. CeeLo Green is getting married. He's engaged to Shawnee James. This is Shawnee James. They've actually been engaged. Yeah. Go ahead, say it.
There are no words.
Say it.
Birds of a feather flock together.
There might be birds in that
Yes,
feather.
birds in that feather. Yes, that is quite the wig. Congratulations, CeeLo. And thank you very much, Erica, for the inside scoop. For more juicy stories like this, go to ericavetrini.com. Hot Topic Sound Off is next. Don't go far. Hot Topic Sound Off. This is where my co-hosts get a chance to share their opinions about today's hot, how you doing, topics.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good.
I'm Alicia, and I just want to sound off on CeeLo Green.
Okay.
I think he deserves to get his job back. I believe in second chances, and I think that he's part of the original cast, and he has a unique musical perspective.
Who would they fire? Ooh. There are only 4 chairs, and they're all holding their own. See, that's...
Well...
Pharrell, you say? Okay.
Yeah. But I do like Pharrell, but I think it should go back to the original cast just for one more season.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Who's next? How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Angelica.
Hi, Angelica.
How you doing?
Good.
I want to sound off on Bethany.
Okay.
I definitely think she deserves to make the million. Personally, the other women just don't carry the storylines like she does. I personally stopped watching after Bethany was gone. So definitely, I want to see if she lives out her happily ever after, and I'll definitely be watching with Bethany.
So you agree with me?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you, Angelica. Come on over. I like your jumpsuit.
Thank you. So I want to sound off on
Go ahead. I'm checking
on
you
Lyra
out.
Galore.
Lyra Galore.
Yes. So first of all, I think that, well, she's too young for Rick Ross.
Okay.
Her mother should be with Rick Ross. Like, they'll look better together.
Okay.
And secondly, she is just an industry chick.
Yes.
Like, really, she's an industry chick.
Yeah.
And I also think that he better be careful, because she might mess with one of his friends. All she wants is money.
Listen, Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Meek is on Rick's label, which means when they have the holiday party, how's Lyric gonna act?
That's what I was talking about.
It's a mess.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Come on over.
Good morning. My name is Betty. How you doing?
Betty, come on now. Come on over here.
I'm over here.
What are we talking about, Betty? How
Well,
you
I
doing?
want to sound off on the rush card.
On who?
On the rush
rush card, yes.
Yes. I think that it's a way of exploiting low-income families. I think that Russell should be diligent about educating the people instead of exploiting their money, especially coming from Hollis, Queens. You know, I think that's what he ought to be doing. Diligently educating on financial management.
Thank you, Betty. Oh, that's it? Okay. I'm sorry. I'll listen to you during commercial. All right. Your dress is beautiful. Up next, everybody, we're going to show you Halloween's hottest costumes. Don't go far. I'm bringing the joy on a new Wendy. The Behar is back on The View, and she's got a new late-night show. And look who stopped by.
Men need to understand you either have cellulite or you have stretch marks. What do you have?
Yes.
Wednesday on a new Wendy.
Starting October 29th, we're gonna blow you away with Wendy's windfall of cash. I'm calling lucky Wendy watchers with questions about the show. Then the wheel spins to decide how much they could win. Watching Wendy could get you a windfall. Find out how to play on my Facebook page now. Halloween is this coming weekend, and here to show us the hottest costumes of the year is the executive editor of Latina magazine. Say hello to Robyn Moreno. Now, Robyn,
Well, hello.
slash Madonna.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you, too.
When did she wear this?
She wore this at the Grammys. If you guys remember the red carpet, she was sort of that gothic matador. It was by Givenchy.
Yes.
All right.
Now, you put this together yourself, or you bought it someplace?
No, so we bought the base at Spirit Halloween, which is the largest Halloween retailer in the country.
Right.
So they actually had the base and they had the corset, but then we added some of the details. So if you are a little bit crafty and you have some lace, you can totally do it.
Perfect. Okay. What are some of the biggest trends this Halloween season?
Well, you know, when it comes to Halloween, people really want to push the envelope. So it's stuff that you see from the headlines and the news, probably some things you've even covered on your own Hot Topics.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump,
Yes.
Hillary Clinton, Kim Kardashian, maybe?
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Well, let's get started and see our costumes. Our first category, kids. Come on out.
Okay. And so all of the costumes, again, are from Spirit Halloween. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
So Minions is actually the most popular Halloween costume this year. About 1 million people will be a Minion. So they always wear their overalls, their goggles,
but we actually just went one step further with the tinsel and a little bucket.
Yeah.
Star Wars movie is coming out this winter, so Princess Leia, always really timeless. She has an iconic bun, and then we have our little, he's a villain, Kylo Ren right there with his lightsaber. He's a tough guy.
It's cute. Now, who are these people?
Okay, so this is really very trendy. This is cop and sumo wrestler. These are inflatables, and these are super really fun. They actually have a battery-powered fan inside, and that's how it stays blown up. And they're just so fun. They can bump into each other. They're just adorable.
Let me see. Bump into each other, boys. Let me see how Oh, I love it. And are you hot under there? Is like your belly hot or anything? Are your legs hot?
No, they got the little fan. They're cool. They're good to go. Which is good because they can go trick-or-treating all night long.
Okay. Thank you, children.
Bye, kids.
I love those.
They look like so much fun. You and I should do that. That just looks like fun.
Let's go for Girls Night Out. Okay, this is Girls Night Out category. Come on out, girls.
All right. So Pinterest declared group costumes
Of
the
course.
biggest trend. Woohoo! Okay.
Now, who are these people?
These are the Miley Cyruses for the VMAs. Remember she kept switching her amazing look?
Right, okay.
Exactly. So this is so fun if you're really into DIY, because this is all DIY. So for our first look, all we did is out of cardboard, we actually made the eyes and the lips, and then we just stuck it into a nude bodysuit, and we covered it off with the visor and the boats there. Second up, just the pink right there. We just add the do it, pin it there, and then top it off with that little pig. And then at the end, that's actually really easy. That's just fabric that we put over a board. And then actually your designer made all of their hair from yarn.
That's Michael Lee.
He's so good.
Fabulous.
And then they get extra points if they stick their tongue out.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. All right, that's Girls Night Out. Now, our next category, couples. So come on out, couples. Let's see what you guys look like.
Hey, you might know these guys, right? Okay. So first up, you recognize, these are straight from TV. First up, we have the fiercest couple on TV. This is Empire. This is Cookie and Lucius Lion.
Okay. Got you, okay.
So then we have like the leopard and the earrings and the whole thing. And then Lucius, he just has his suit, a lot of swagger. And then from Orange is the New Black, we have our favorite Crazy Eyes. So we have those googly eyes. And then she's stuck there with our Officer Mendez. And you know what? They're actually stuck together, so those handcuffs could come in handy after the party. I'm just saying.
This is really cute.
Thank you. Fun.
Thank you very much. Our last category is Hot Topics. Come on out.
All right.
Now,
hey.
Oh,
So you probably, that's right. That's happening. You remember when Kim Kardashian broke the internet?
Robyn, you are ridiculous with this.
You know what? Let's go big or go home, right? Go booty or go home.
Yes.
So this is super fun. In some of those pictures, she was naked, but you could put clothes on. So we found this at Spirit Halloween.
No, that's really cute.
Isn't that fun? So we added some butt pads, although she does have a nice booty.
Yes.
And then we have our own little like champagne. They're so great. So this is Sia. If you guys know Sia, she's always hiding.
Right.
So this is a good costume for someone that's a little bit shy, that wants to be avant-garde. It's all about the wig here.
And who's that young man with his lips pooched out?
Oh my goodness!
Is that Donald Trump?
It is. It's a presidential year. It's an election year.
Yes.
And you know what? Whatever side of the fence you are, you cannot get annoyed at these mini versions. So for little Donald, all we do is put him in a suit and that amazing comb over, right? And that's Mini Hillary right there.
My goodness.
That's right. Vote for them. They have our vote.
Everybody come up and show your Halloween costumes. This is so good,
right?
Robyn.
Good.
For more information on these costumes and Spirit Halloween, go to wendyshow.com. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Robyn, very much. Ask Wendy is next. Robyn. Watch must-see moments and my after show. Plus, enter for your chance to win free stuff. Have you gotten one of these mugs yet, by the way? It's all at wendyshow.com. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? My name is Marguerite, and this is my daughter, Dina.
Uh-huh.
And next year is my 40th anniversary high school reunion.
Okay.
And I want to look really good and really skinny like I was when I was 18.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are now?
57.
Okay, all right. So the reunion's during the summer of next year?
It's in May of next year.
Okay, so you have quite a bit of time to do, what are you doing?
What I want to do, I've done some research and some quick weight loss surgery in Mexico. It's very reasonable. And my family just doesn't want me to do it, and I don't know why. Should I do it anyway?
No.
What do you think, Wendy?
Here's my thing. You know, and I have no problem with plastic surgery, but I do have a problem with plastic surgery when you have to leave your zip code area. Because if you have a complication, no, Margarita, I'm telling you, if you get a complication with your plastic surgery, you have to fly back to Mexico. Maybe you can't even sit up, maybe you're rotting or bleeding or whatever. No, and that's the only, daughter.
I said you go to Mexico for spring break, not to have procedures. And
so, are you fine with her getting it done?
I don't think she
needs.
I think she looks good.
Not only that, Margarita, I think that you have time to lose the weight on your own.
Okay.
Like, it's a year from now. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Honestly, I think that, you know, your goal is reunion. So set yourself some goals. Maybe join a gym. And as far as plastic surgery, I'm still not against it, but just don't go out of the country for it. Don't you get it within your state.
Okay. Thank you, Wendy.
Okay. You're very welcome. Wendy. You're very welcome. What are you, a DJ?
Yes, I am.
Who are you, a rapper?
A DJ. A DJ.
Okay, I like your microphone.
Thank you. How you doing? I'm Tim.
Hi, Tim.
How you doing? I'm 49 years old.
Okay.
And my girlfriend's 25.
Oh.
Yes. How you doing? And my friends, you know, how do we get our friends to, because of our age difference, we have a lot in common. We're both New York DJs. We have a lot in common. But our friends seem to think that our ages are going to make a difference.
Is she a Zigga DJ or a radio DJ?
She's a Zigga.
Okay, gotcha.
She's Zigga.
Okay.
So, our friends seem to think our age difference is going to be a problem. How do we get them to leave us alone and let us enjoy ourselves?
Well, make sure that you take the lollipop out of her mouth before you go around them. And, you know, I mean, your friends are going to have a problem, but it's not your friend's relationship. It's your relationship.
That's true.
So if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We've got pop quiz next. Don't go far. This is where I test our audience knowledge on today's hot topics. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Crystal. I'm from Jersey. How you doing?
How you doing? What part?
Nutley.
Nutley, uh-huh. All right, well, here's your pop quiz question, okay? Don't help her. Adele. During Hot Topics, we talked about Adele. She broke the internet on Friday with the release of her new song. What's the name of the song? Is it wait, hello, goodbye, or hello, goodbye?
I'm gonna go with hello.
Hello. Congratulations for you. We've got a $150 gift card from our friends at Visa. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Thank
you. Okay, you gotta be here tomorrow. The author of the juicy new Fiancée tell-all is stopping by. I've got all kind of questions. And of course, I've got the juicy hot topics. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
Nice.